What's up, guys? Today we're gonna go ahead and take a deep dive into this rabbit hole of Reddit and answer this simple question on the Ask Reddit subforum. Which Mandela effect freaks you out the most and why? That the Fruit of the Loom logo never had a cornucopia. What's crazy about that one is someone emailed the creator of the logo about it, and even he said he remembers it having one. I swear the first pair of tidy whities I had back in the late 80s had this cornucopia, and to this day the Mandela effect actually bothers me. The Berenstain Bears one doesn't really bother me because as a kid I had trouble pronouncing it and remembering it. Take my strong hand from the Scary Movie franchise. I know he said it. Me and my friends would quote it at each other during high school. Multiple other friends have the same memories but went off to different schools, so I know it's not just my friendship group that got it wrong. Mr. Monopoly never had a monocle. The fact that it's Febreze, not Febreze, gets me. Why the wouldn't it be Febreze? Breeze. It's a word that means very mild wind. It makes sense to have it for a scented spray. The is a breeze. That's not a word. I'm out. This world isn't real. I'm not sure about anyone else, but I swear I remember Pikachu having black detailing on the tip of its tail. Could probably give credit to all the bootleg merch way back in the day, the kinds with erroneous features on them to try and make a quick buck. The bootleg Pikachu merch typically had a black tail tip going on, which is what people might be remembering. Tinkerbell's dotting the I in the Disney logo. A lot of people say they recall her shaking the wand to try and get it to work again. Tinkerbell definitely appeared in the Disney logo thing. I swear, it can't be a false memory, can it? The Dash and Kit Kat. Just had one personally. Went to a mall where there was supposedly a gym. Asked around, nobody that worked at the mall knew what I was talking about. Looked around, couldn't find it. Come back a few months later, it's right in front of my face. You'd have to be strung out not to notice it. I don't know how or when it just appeared, but it freaked me out. Fruit Loops changed to Fruit Loops, then back to Fruit Loops. Mandela affected my whole family once. Years ago, there was a football player on a rival team that always did a dumb celebration after he got a sack, and my family and I always hated it. One night after he did it, my family started trashing the celebration, and I said as a joke, "We're all going to feel terrible when we find out he's doing that celebration as a request from a Make-A-Wish kid." Fast forward to years later, our team is playing that team again. The player got sacked and he did the celebration, and I rolled my eyes and I said, "I hate that celebration so much." My mom instantly turned around and said, "Don't say that. He's doing it for a sick kid. I actually like it." So I was like, "What? There is no sick kid." My whole family then proceeded to argue with me. They all vividly remember reading articles about it, seeing special report segments before the game about it, and other information. Some of them even thought they knew the disease the kid had, even extra details about why the kid chose that specific celebration. They all had these shared memories that they were sure were true. I was floored by all this and insisted none of that was true, so we looked it up. Not true. No kid ever existed. They have trouble wrapping their heads around this one. Turned out, human memory is not as near as reliable as we think. Not a global one, just a family thing. Back in 2002, my grandma had her 60th birthday. My father took us home at 10 p.m., ready for bed. We, me and my brother, were 12 and 14 at this time. All went well. Over the years, the story was made up that we went missing after visiting the local playground after dinner at said grandma's birthday party. Some neighbors helped to search us, the whole train of missing children in a small village. Fun fact, we never went missing. Dad brought us home, put on Toy Story on the TV, and left. My brother and I first heard about this in 2015 from different people on different occasions. "Ah, you're one of the missing boys." I thought they were mocking me for a different event I got lost, but in 2013, alcohol inflicted different story. But then they all tell us the same story about us going missing. And the stories are damn close to true. In every story, my mom is driving around the same neighborhoods to different locations to search. Old wineyard, old mill, etc. Sometimes I think I got lost in the most brutal way. I was lost and changed this plane of existence with another one. It sometimes made me think about my whole life. Similar story. I had a friend who moved away when we were young. 15 years later, he came back to the same small town and people were shocked to see him. Like truly shocked. They had collectively remembered that he had drowned in the river. People remember reading news articles about it and seeing it in the news. Spooky stuff.